Welcome to this explainer. I'm stepping in today as your senior consultant to help you navigate, well, a pretty massive transition. Look, right now almost everyone is using AI, right? But they're doing it in silos. It's kind of the Wild West. We need to safely scale your AI usage from an unpredictable and honestly sometimes risky individual habit into a highly coordinated, high-performing team strategy. You can think of this as your masterclass in calibrating your team's AI judgment skills so you can actually innovate without taking on all that liability. I want you to consider this scenario for a second. What would it actually mean for your daily operations if your routine work took 50% less time and the output was objectively better? Getting to that level of efficiency is the dream, isn't it? But achieving it, that requires a lot more than just buying the latest AI tools or handing out a bunch of software licenses. It requires using those tools effectively, responsibly, and most importantly, together as a unified team. Okay, let's just dive right into this playbook. Today, we're going to workshop everything from establishing shared norms to troubleshooting common operational failures. We'll hit the culture shift, the essential elements, a solid decision-making framework, peer review, and finally, avoiding those pesky anti-patterns. All right, kicking things off with Section 1, the AI culture shift, moving from individual practice to team alignment. Listen, a team agreement is not some top-down, draconian corporate mandate drafted by a team of lawyers. Actually, scratch that. It's the exact opposite. It's a shared cultural commitment. We have to start by recognizing a fundamental truth in consulting. Individual responsibility is entirely necessary, sure, but it is woefully insufficient when you're trying to scale AI across a whole department. That's exactly where this agreement comes in. It's a living, breathing set of norms that keeps everyone on your team perfectly aligned on what responsible AI actually looks like in the trenches of your day-to-day workflows. Moving on to Section 2, the 5 essential elements for building your foundation. You really need these 5 pillars to make it work. First, it starts with shared values. You have to define what responsible use actually means for your specific group. Then, you translate those values into specific practices for daily action. Next, you absolutely need a decision-making framework to know exactly when to lean on AI. You also need clear accountability for who owns the final output. And finally, a system for continuous improvement. Just telling your team to be responsible, yeah, that isn't a strategy, that's just a hope. And I can tell you for sure, hope won't prevent embarrassing errors or costly operational mistakes. Now, this right here brilliantly illustrates a specific practice in action. It takes a vague, fuzzy value like fairness and translates it into a concrete, measurable action that, say, a recruiting team can follow every single day. Let me give you a stark consultant's warning right now. AI systems hallucinate. They will confidently generate completely fake citations, fabricate statistics out of thin air, or totally invent work experience on a candidate's resume summary. It happens all the time. If you just trust the machine blindly, you are going to make catastrophic errors. That's exactly why you need a hard and fast practice ensuring a real human always verifies critical facts before a final call is made. Which brings us to Section 3, the decision-making framework, or how we go about calibrating your AI judgment. This matrix is basically your ultimate risk management cheat sheet for daily operations. It perfectly balances task risk versus AI capability. On the low-risk left side, AI operates autonomously. Things like drafting, summarization, extracting data. Let the machine handle the volume. In the middle, AI supports the process, maybe identifying red flags or comparing data, but humans make the actual decisions. And then on the right, that's the high-risk, zero-tolerance zone where AI never enters. Final hiring decisions, determining compensation, legal and compliance matters. This clearly draws the line between where the algorithm handles the heavy lifting and where we humans must handle the nuance. Of course, you can't just hand a checklist to your team and walk away. Building this agreement is an active, highly iterative process. You start with your values, you draft your framework, and then, this is the crucial step 3, you rigorously challenge it with team feedback. You keep refining it until every single person feels a sense of ownership over the rules. Only then do you make it live. You know, when people actually help build the guardrails, they're infinitely more likely to respect them. All right, Section 4, peer review culture and building those cultural habits. Once that framework is built, you need an operational heartbeat to sustain it. The absolute strongest team agreements have peer review structurally built in. But pay close attention to the tone of the questions here. Does this look right? Did AI miss anything? Do you have concerns? The best peer review processes are deeply supportive, not punitive.
We aren't out here trying to catch our colleagues making mistakes. We're collaborating to catch the AI's mistakes before they affect real people or damage the company's reputation. It spreads knowledge and builds just incredible confidence across the whole team.
Here's a highly practical example of how you operationalize that culture. Try implementing a 1-hour peer review rule. For instance, before a candidate is ever rejected from a job pipeline, the screening recruiter shares the AI-generated summary with a colleague. That colleague has exactly 1 hour to review the data, check for fabricated stats or logical gaps, and flag any concerns. Does it add a tiny bit of friction? Yes. But it builds absolute, ironclad confidence in your final business choices. Finally, Section 5. Avoiding the anti-patterns. Let's troubleshoot some common failures. As a consultant, I see teams stumble right at the finish line all the time. The first major pitfall, making things way too rigid. If you create rules that are so incredibly strict that they completely bottleneck the workflow, your team is simply going to resent the agreement. And worse, they'll start working around the rules in secret, using unauthorized AI tools on their personal phones because nobody has time for a 20-step approval process just to write a simple email. You have got to balance the structure you need for safety with the practical flexibility your team needs to actually get their daily jobs done. Conversely, the second anti-pattern is an agreement without teeth. A team sits in a conference room, creates this beautiful document, and then completely ignores it. We've all been there, right? It just becomes window dressing, and everyone reverts to their old, unsafe habits. To avoid this, your agreement has to be binding. It needs to be actively referenced in your daily decision-making. Pin it to your team's chat channel, print it out, make it a standard agenda item in your weekly stand-ups. Whatever you do, make it real. And lastly, you absolutely must avoid the no improvement loop. AI is evolving at breakneck speed, guys. What's considered best practice today might be totally obsolete in 6 months. If you don't update your agreement, new issues are going to emerge that you just aren't protected against. So schedule at least a monthly check-in with your team to review maybe one AI-assisted decision, analyze any error patterns you've spotted, and adapt your practices to whatever the new AI capabilities are. Continuous improvement isn't a nice-to-have, it's non-negotiable. So I'll leave you with this to consider. Think about how standardizing these shared practices could completely transform your day-to-day operations. Imagine an environment where your team is substantially faster and yet somehow far more human in their decision-making because the AI is handling all the noise. Well, you have the framework now. The only question left is, how will you start drafting your team's responsible AI agreement today?